Hello and welcome back to Senior Medical Hub. I want to start today by asking you a serious question. Have you noticed that things feel just a little bit heavier lately? Maybe the grocery bags feel like they're filled with bricks, or those stairs in your house seem to be getting steeper every single year. Here is a terrifying statistic that most doctors won't mention during a standard checkup. Right now, approximately 93% of Americans over the age of 70 are actively losing muscle mass. It's a silent condition, and most folks don't even realize it's happening until they take a fall. Every single day, your body is shedding the precious muscle tissue that keeps you independent, strong, and alive. The scary part? Most people just shrug and say, well, that's just normal aging. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be that way? I am about to reveal something that might just shock you. Deep in the mountains of Japan, researchers studying longevity stumbled upon a secret. They discovered that centenarians, people living past 100, were consuming specific, tiny seeds. When scientists analyzed these seeds, they found they could help build muscle potential significantly faster than traditional proteins like eggs in people over 70. Now, you might be thinking, why haven't I heard of this? Well, the massive $70 billion supplement industry isn't exactly rushing to tell you that the answer to your strength problems might be sitting in the bulk bin at your local grocery store for a few dollars. Please stay with me for the next little while. What you are about to learn could literally add active, healthy years to your life. We are going to count down the top 6 seeds that can revolutionize your health. Let me tell you a quick story about a woman named Margaret from Phoenix, Arizona. Margaret is 72 years old. About 6 months ago, she was in a really tough spot. She told us that she could barely climb the stairs to her bedroom. Her legs would shake, she'd grip the banister with white knuckles, and she was terrified of falling. Her doctor gave her the standard advice. It's just part of aging, Margaret. Maybe look into a single-story home. But Margaret wasn't ready to give up her independence. She started incorporating just one of the seeds we're about to talk about into her diet. Within 3 weeks, her legs felt steadier. After 8 weeks, she was walking up those stairs without holding the rail. And recently, she finished a 3-mile hike in the Arizona desert. Now, I know that sounds incredible, almost like magic, but it's not magic, it's biochemistry. And before we pull back the curtain on these 6 specific seeds, I have to warn you, there is a specific way you must eat them. If you eat them the wrong way, which 90% of people do, they will just pass right through your body and you won't absorb a single nutrient. In fact, eating them wrong can actually harm your digestion. I'm going to show you the exact trick to unlock their power. But before we continue, tell me in the comments where you're watching this video from. And if you have any personal question or health concern, make sure to share it in the comments. I read every one of them. I love seeing our community grow from all over the states, from Texas to Maine, so please say hello down below. The science of senior muscle. All right, let's get into the science simplified. Why are you losing muscle? It's not because you're lazy. It's because after age 70, your body becomes anabolic resistant. That's a fancy way of saying your body stops listening to the signals to build muscle. You can eat all the chicken breast in the world, but if the switch isn't turned on, nothing happens. The seeds we are discussing today act like a spark plug. They wake that machinery back up. Let's count down from number 6 to number 1. And keep an eye out for number 1. It is so potent that even NASA has studied it for astronauts to prevent muscle atrophy in space. Seed number 6, sunflower seeds. Let's start with number 6, sunflower seeds. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're picturing baseball players spitting shells into the dugout, or maybe a road trip snack from a gas station. But we need to look at these humble kernels differently. Sunflower seeds are packed with about 21 grams of protein per serving. But the real secret weapon here isn't just the protein, it's the vitamin E. Think of your muscles like an old car. Over time, oxygen causes rust. In your body, we call that oxidative stress. This rust is one of the primary reasons muscles weaken as we get older. Sunflower seeds are absolutely loaded with vitamin E, which acts like a rust-proofer for your muscles. It shields your cells from damage, allowing them to stay strong. Researchers at the University of Illinois found that older adults with higher vitamin E levels had significantly better grip strength. And we know that grip strength is one of the best indicators of how long you will live. How to eat them. Do not buy the roasted, super salty kind from the convenience store. Those are loaded with sodium that raises your blood pressure. You want raw, unsalted kernels. A great tip is to soak them in water overnight to soften them up, then sprinkle them on your salad. Seed number 5, sesame seeds. Moving on to number 5, sesame seeds. This is a controversial one. Some doctors from the 1990s might have told you to avoid them because of the fat content, but modern science has proven that to be outdated advice. Japanese researchers at the University of Tokyo found a compound in these seeds called sesame. This compound is incredible. It was shown to increase the efficiency of muscle building by up to 31% in seniors. It basically makes your body more efficient at using the protein you eat. Plus, let's talk about vitality. There was a study showing that consuming sesame seeds helped support healthy testosterone levels in older men. And ladies, don't worry, you need small amounts of testosterone for muscle tone too. It helps keep you vibrant. Let's look at Robert from Texas. He's 73. He started eating tahini, which is just a butter made from ground sesame seeds, on his toast every morning. He reported that within 6 weeks, he felt stronger carrying his grandkids, and surprisingly, he was sleeping better. That's likely due to the high magnesium and calcium content, which helps muscles relax at night. Pro tip: you can buy tahini in the peanut butter aisle. It's delicious, creamy, and easier to digest than whole seeds. Seed number 4. Flax seeds. Number 4 on our list is a powerhouse, flax seeds. This is the seed that acts like a fire extinguisher for inflammation. As we age, our bodies are constantly in a state of low-grade inflammation. When your joints and muscles are inflamed, you cannot build strength. Flax seeds are the number 1 plant source of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically one called ALA. A study out of the University of Toronto showed that this specific fat can reduce muscle inflammation by over 50%. But here's the catch, and this is the danger I mentioned earlier. You cannot eat flax seeds whole. If you eat whole flax seeds, your body cannot break down the hard outer shell. They will pass right through you, and you will get zero benefits. You must eat ground flax seeds, sometimes called flax meal. Let me introduce you to David from Minnesota, a 78-year-old active senior. He was pre-diabetic and losing weight rapidly, the bad kind of weight loss, where you lose muscle. He started adding 2 tablespoons of ground flax to his morning oatmeal. Because flax is full of fiber and lignans, it helped stabilize his blood sugar. When your insulin is stable, your body can build muscle much easier. David gained back 5 pounds of healthy, lean muscle just by making this small change. Seed number 3, pumpkin seeds. We're getting to the heavy hitters now. Number 3, pumpkin seeds. In the medical community, we often call these green gold. Why? Because of one mineral, zinc. Zinc is absolutely critical for protein synthesis. If your body is a construction site trying to build muscle, zinc is the foreman telling the workers what to do. Without it, the work stops. Nearly 60% of adults over 70 are deficient in zinc, and they don't even know it. But there's another reason seniors love pumpkin seeds. They're incredibly rich in magnesium. Magnesium is essential for over 300 body functions, but for us, it helps with muscle relaxation and preventing those painful night cramps in your calves. A study published in a sports nutrition journal showed that older adults consuming pumpkin seeds gained significantly more lean mass than those who didn't. Take Susan from California, for example. She's 71. She was doing her water aerobics but felt exhausted afterward. She started snacking on a handful of pumpkin seeds in the afternoon. Within a month, she reported breaking through her plateau and feeling energized all day long. Preparation. Roast them lightly in your oven at a low temperature, about 170 degrees Fahrenheit, for 15 minutes. It brings out a nutty flavor without destroying the nutrients. Seed number 2, hemp seeds. We have reached the runner-up. Number 2, hemp seeds. This is the seed I mentioned earlier that NASA has investigated. Why does NASA care? Because astronauts lose muscle rapidly in zero gravity. They need a food that is compact, easily digestible, and powerful. Hemp seeds are unique because they're a complete protein. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot make on its own. Most plant foods are missing 1 or 2, but hemp has them all. Furthermore, the protein in hemp is soft. It is biologically very similar to proteins found in your own blood, which makes it incredibly easy to digest. If you find that steak or eggs sit heavy in your stomach these days, hemp seeds are the perfect alternative. They won't cause bloating. Let's talk about Frank, a 75-year-old retired construction worker from Michigan. He was frustrated because he was losing his grip strength. He couldn't even open a pickle jar for his wife. He started adding 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts, the soft inside of the seed, to his smoothies. They have a mild, nutty taste. Frank noticed that his recovery time after gardening improved, and yes, he's back to opening the pickle jars with no problem. Seed number 1, chia seeds. And finally, we have arrived at number 1, the king of muscle-building seeds, chia seeds. Do not let their size fool you. Ancient Aztec warriors used to call these running food. Here is why they are number 1 for seniors: hydration and leucine. First, chia seeds absorb 12 times their weight in water. When you soak them, they turn into a gel. This gel slowly releases water and nutrients into your system, keeping your muscles hydrated. A dehydrated muscle is a weak muscle. Second, they are packed with leucine. Leucine is the specific amino acid that flips the on switch for muscle growth. Stanford researchers found that the absorption rate of chia protein is incredible in older adults, sometimes even better in younger people. The best way to eat them? You want to make a chia pudding. It's delicious and feels like a dessert. Take 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, mix them into a cup of almond milk or regular milk, add a dash of cinnamon and maybe a drop of vanilla. Then let it sit in the fridge overnight. In the morning, you have a thick, creamy pudding that is loaded with calcium, omega-3s, and muscle-building protein. Elena from New Mexico, an 82-year-old grandmother, started eating this pudding for breakfast. She had a history of falls, but after 3 months of better nutrition and light exercise, her physical therapist noted a 40% improvement in her stability. She's now playing in the backyard with her great-grandkids. The combination strategy. Now, you might be wondering, do I have to eat all of these? Which one is best? The truth is, they work best as a team. Here is a simple senior muscle protocol you can try. Morning, have the chia seed pudding or add ground flax to your oatmeal. This sets your blood sugar for the day. Lunch, sprinkle hemp hearts or sunflower seeds on your salad or soup. Afternoon snack, a small handful of pumpkin seeds for that energy boost. Dinner, use a little sesame tahini in a dressing or sauce. You don't need to eat cups of this stuff. Just a tablespoon or 2 a day is enough to see changes. Friends, the power to change your health isn't always in a prescription bottle. Sometimes nature provides exactly what we need. These seeds are affordable, they are available at any grocery store in the US, and the science backs them up. Remember, you are not just investing in bigger muscles, you are investing in your independence. You are investing in being able to get out of a chair with ease, to travel, to play with your grandkids, and to live life on your terms. I want to challenge you. Next time you go to the grocery store, pick up just 2 of these seeds, maybe the chia and the sunflower. Try them for a month. Thank you so much for spending this time with us at Senior Medical Hub. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us reach more seniors who need this information. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our next health deep dive. Here's to your strength and your health. I'll see you in the next video.